Hello and welcome to another episode of Love for AP50s. Today we're going to be talking about the 6-wire ignition switch, which for many of you will be the only option you have left, as the 9-wire switch is no longer available. The 6-wire switch can be found in both genuine and pattern types. The genuine ones, as this one is slightly better, but they are more expensive. Now you have wiring diagrams in the Haynes manual which show the 9-wire switch as well as the 6-wire switch in the A50 ASV diagram. Now for those that find this type of diagram still confusing, the AS50 service manual has it coloured. The only thing is there are no indicators on the AS50, but that isn't a biggie, as I will explain later. Now to show you the wiring, I'm using a genuine new old stock but rather poor condition wiring loom for the M model. Now the wiring of the 6-wire switch is different in an M and a B, and as I haven't got a B model wiring loom, it's going to be a little bit difficult for me to explain that, so I'll carry on with the M model. Now this is the front of the bike, here is the horn, this is the battery area, and here is the rear of the bike. Now the first thing you need to do when putting the 6-wire switch in is change the wiring of the rear light. On the original AP50 loom, the rear light the grey wire from the rear light will be plugged into the brown wire. You need to plug it into the grey. Now then we move into the battery tray area. You'll have coming out of your engine 5 wires. 4 from the magneto and the neutral light switch. The neutral light switch wire is dark blue, which plugs into this. Make sure when you plug your wiring in, your wires are nice and tidy and not tangled crossing over each other, because then you'll just get totally lost. They'll get tied up, and when you push everything back into place, you have the risk of unplugging stuff. Then you have 4 wires coming out of the magneto itself. You have a black wire which plugs into the black from the switch. This is a double plug. The ignition loom, the ignition coil itself is plugged into this as well. You then have a green wire, which is a charging wire from the magneto that plugs into this green. You have a solid yellow wire which plugs into this double yellow. You'll also have a yellow and white wire. That is not actually used on the bike. I don't really know why it's there. It is what can be called a secondary lighting wire. But on the bike it has to be covered because it is live when the engine's running, and it normally comes with a single female plug over it to stop it shorting out everywhere. Right, then we'll look at the rectifier. Now the rectifier has 2 plugs on it, a male and a female. This is the female plug which goes onto the male spade on the rectifier. This wire may be missing from your loom because all it does is follows round like that, loops back and comes out here. Now this one itself the white and red will plug into the white and red from the switch. If you've not got that wire, it's no big deal again, because rectifiers normally come with wiring. So that's the white and red will plug into this one. The other end, which is a male plug, goes into the female plug of the rectifier. It goes into the loom on the orange. This is what confuses a lot of people. Now you've got a double orange here, and this is where it changes in the AS50. The AS50 loom doesn't have this wire, and you'll also find that many AP50 looms have had this wire cut off. This has a double plug here. It takes one side of your brake light switch, and the other plug goes in, is there for the flasher unit. So they're both orange wires that go in there. The orange is live when the ignition switch is on from the battery. It goes to the horn wire. The horn wire is permanently live and is switched through this green wire to the horn button, which then earths it through the handlebars, making it work. There's also a white wire. This goes to the white wire from your brake light switch. Now the switch itself is switched on the earth side. So when the battery's connected, you connect your live from the battery to this other side here of this orange plug. The negative side plugs into the the black and white wire. That completes the circuit. The switch opens, or should I say closes, the negative wire and allows it to go to earth through the switch. When you turn the ignition switch off, it will ground the ignition wires to the frame, therefore stopping the spark. I know we have one more wire to discuss. This grey one. That goes from the grey of the switch to the grey of the loom. We have this multi-plug, which you ignore. And this light blue wire goes to the other side of your flasher unit. Now hopefully that wasn't too confusing for you, and we'll sort things out. And I hope you, if you have any troubles, contact me direct through Messenger, and I'll give you my phone number and we can then talk through it. Well, like I said, I hope that helps, and we'll speak to you soon.